Moses suspends the offering of the people. So then, Bezaleel and Oholiab, and every wise-hearted man to whom the Lord gave wisdom and understanding to know how to do all the work of the sanctuary service, will do all the things that the Lord has commanded. And Moses called Bezaleel and Oholiab and every man who was wise in heart, in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, every man whose heart moved him to come to work at it. And they took from before Moses all the offering that the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to do it. And they continued to bring him a freewill offering every morning. So much so that all the masters who did all the work of the sanctuary came, each one of the work he did. And they spoke to Moses, saying, The people bring much more than is needed for the work which the Lord has commanded to be done. Then Moses commanded to proclaim throughout the camp, saying, Let no man or woman do more for the sanctuary offering. Thus the people were prevented from offering more. Construction of the tabernacle. Because they had abundant material to do all the work, and there was plenty. All the wise of heart among those who did the work made the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, blue, purple, and crimson. They made them with cherubs of exquisite workmanship. The length of a curtain was 28 cubits, and the width 4 cubits. All the curtains were of equal size. He joined 5 of the curtains together, and he also joined the other 5 curtains together. And he made loops of blue on the edge of the curtain that was at the end of the first row, and he did the same on the edge of the final curtain of the second series. He made 50 loops in the first curtain, and another 50 in the edge of the curtain of the second row. The loops of one corresponded to those of the other. He also made 50 hooks of gold, with which he fastened the curtains one to another, and thus a tabernacle was formed. He also made curtains of goat's hair for a tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made. The length of a curtain was 30 cubits, and the width 4 cubits. The 11 curtains had the same measure. And he joined 5 of the curtains apart, and the other 6 curtains apart. He also made 50 loops on the edge of the curtain that was at the end of the first series, and another 50 loops on the edge of the curtain at the end of the second series. He also made 50 bronze hooks to fasten the tent together, so that it would be one. And he made a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red, and another covering of badger skins on top. He also made straight boards of acacia wood for the tabernacle. The length of each board was 10 cubits, and the width was 1.5 cubits. Each board had 2 tenons, to join them one to another. Thus he made all the tables of the tabernacle. So he made the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the south side, at noon. He also made 40 silver bases under the 20 boards, 2 bases under one board for its 2 tenons, and 2 bases under another board for its 2 tenons. And for the other side of the tabernacle, on the north side, he made 20 more boards. With its 40 silver sockets, 2 bases under one board, and 2 bases under another board. And for the west side of the tabernacle he made 6 boards. 28 for the corners of the tabernacle. On the 2 sides he made 2 boards, which were joined together from below, and fitted together with a hinge above. This is what he did to both corners. So there were 8 boards, and their silver sockets 16, 2 bases under each board. He also made the bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards on one side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards on the back side of the tabernacle toward the west. And he made the middle bar pass through the middle of the boards from one end to the other. And he covered the boards with gold, and made their rings of gold, through which the bars passed. He also covered the bars with gold. He also made the veil of blue, purple, crimson, and fine twined linen. He did it with cherubs of exquisite workmanship. And he made for it 4 pillars of acacia wood, and overlaid them with gold, and their capitals were of gold, and he cast 4 silver sockets for them. He also made the veil for the door of the tabernacle, of blue, purple, crimson, and fine twined linen, the work of an embroiderer. And its 5 columns with their capitals, and he covered the capitals and the moldings with gold, and made their 5 bases of bronze.